Hey, Shalom, Shalom. First and foremost, call Halayim La Yahweh, Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Makakudash. That honors be to our apostles, our teachers. Peace and grace to you, elect, that's working out your own salvation with fear and trembling. That's hastening the day, household faith, house of David. So, this book of Psalms 25, and I'm starting at the first verse. And it says, a psalm of David unto thee, O Lord, do I lift up my soul. It said, O Most High, I trust in thee, my God, I trust in thee. Let me not be ashamed, and let not my enemies triumph over me. And let them not that wait on thee. Let not none of them that wait on thee be ashamed. Okay, which transgress. Let them that be ashamed transgress without cause. Which transgress without cause, let them be ashamed. So like it. It says, show me thy ways, O Lord, and teach me thy paths, and lead me in thy truth. So lead me in thy truth, and lead me in thy truth. Teach me, and for thou art the God of my salvation. On thee do I wait all the day. Remember, O Lord, the tender mercies and thy loving kindness, for they have been ever of old. It says, remember not the sins of my youth, nor my transgressions, according to thy mercy, remember thou me. For thy goodness sake, O Lord, and good and upright is the Lord, therefore he will teach sinners in the way. The meek will he guide in judgment. The meek will he guide in judgment, and the meek will he teach his ways. All the paths of the Lord are mercy and truth unto such as keep his covenant and his testimonies. For thy name's sake, O Lord, pardon my iniquity, for it is great. For what man is he that feareth the Lord? Him shall he teach in the way which he shall choose. That he shall choose. His soul shall dwell at ease, and his seed shall inherit the earth. Okay. It said, the man who the Lord calls to teach in his ways shall his seed inherit the earth, and his soul shall dwell at ease. 14th verse. It says, the secret of the Lord is with them that fear him, and he will show them his covenant. My eyes are ever towards the Lord, for he shall pluck my feet out the net. Turn thee out unto me, and have mercy upon me, for I am desolate and afflicted. The troubles of my heart are enlarged. O bring thou me out of my distresses, and look upon my affliction and my pain, and forgive all my sins. Consider my enemies, for they are many. For they that hate me with cruel hatred. O keep my soul and deliver me, and let me not be ashamed, for I put my trust in thee. And let my integrity and uprightness preserve me, for I wait on thee. Remember Israel, O Most High, out of all his troubles. Redeem Israel, so like it, Most High, out of all his troubles. Yeah, so the secret of the Lord says, the 14th verse is with them that fear him. Now, Deuteronomy 29:29, right? It say, the secret things belong to the Lord our God. The things revealed unto us belong unto us and our children forever and ever. But then that secret is with them that fear him. From the foundation of the world, it says, Psalm 64:10, the righteous shall be glad in the Lord, and shall trust in him, and all the upright in heart shall glory. So, the Lord, he told you the kingdom of heaven is within you. That's why he deal with man on an individual basis, you know, based upon his calling and election, his predestination, his lot. Scripture say, Proverbs 16:33, it says the lie is cast, but the disposing thereof is of the Lord. You know, so the disposing of the lot is the that's the first thing you read to the spirit. Yeah, that's it. Hey, that's the spirit. Hey, the first thing, the first things first, you know, and see this the man's goings of the Lord. Then how can man understand his own way? So yeah, you flip on the video, and then you'll see something that you said in the video, or you talk, or you was going into. You see another brother going into that very same thing. You know, it happened to me the other day. So yeah, that's it. So Deuteronomy 29:29. I won't get the word for secret. get the word for secret, man. Because the secret of the Lord is with the righteous, is with the Lord. It says, Sirach 3:19, mysteries, many are in renown, many are high place in the renown, but mysteries are revealed to the meek, to the lowly. Right, that's what the Lord has revealed. He showed himself to, not to Donald Trump and them, not to Tony Blair, not to goddamn, the red childs. The Lord revealed Satan to them on the left hand side. But his pure secrets, his truth, he revealed to his people that he put in captivity, mainly his men. But all Israel has not retained that which he seeked for, but the election have obtained, the rest were blinded. I tell you Romans 11 and the 7th verse. Okay, so it says, the secret things belong to the Lord our power, KJV, Deuteronomy 29:29. But those things which are revealed unto us belong to us and our children forever, that we may do all the words of this law. Okay, now where's the secret things, right? Words for secret. The word for secret things. To hide, to conceal, to hide oneself. The Lord says a power to hide himself. To be hidden carefully, to be concealed. All right, the Lord did this. He did everything according to his will, according to his plan. So he filled the white side, But see, we're gonna be gods knowing both good and evil. The so-called white man only knows evil. But the secret, the hidden things belong unto us and our children, unto the Lord's chosen, who he called by his name. I say Isaiah 44:1 on down, my servant whom I have chosen. All right. Out of all the tribes of the earth. Arise, O Lord. Psalms 82. And matter of fact, I'm gonna start at the I'm starting at the first verse. The Most High Yahweh, Bashem Yashai, standing in the congregation of the mighty. He judges amongst the gods. Who are the gods? The Israelites, man. All right. Namely, the powers. See, Esau, he will be considered a god on earth because he got power. But Esau is not the true gods. We're the gods in mortal form. All right. Because it says your gods shall die like men. Who are the men? The white men and the other nations. You will die like one of them. How long will you judge unjustly and accept the persons of the wicked? Right now, so-called white man is being accepted as the person of the wicked, 2/3, because they're in prosperity. It says Psalms 73:5. There are no bands in their death. They're not in trouble as other men. So-called white man, he's being accepted on the left-hand side. Because this is his world, Job 9:24. How long would thou accept the persons of the wicked? The wicked walk on every side, Psalms 12:7, when the vilest man is exalted. All right. So it said, defend the poor and the fatherless. Do justice to the afflicted and to the needy. Deliver the poor and needy and rid them out the hand of the wicked. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundation of the earth are out of course. Yeah, because the devil is in power. That's the area that proceeds from the ruler. I have said ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. Not everybody, but to who the Bible is written to, the scriptures. The scriptures was not written to everybody. The scriptures was written to them of their captivity, man. The Romans, Galatians, Thessalonica, church, the Ephesians. These are the men. These were tribes in the captivity. To the 12 tribes, James 1:1. To the 12 tribes scattered abroad, greeting. Not to the whole world, greeting. To the scattered. All right. Now it says, I've said you are gods, and all you are children of the Most High, Bayim, sons of God. Ye shall die like men and fall like one of the princes. Arise, O Most High, Yahweh, by Shemaiah shall judge the earth, for thou shalt inherit all nations. And it says, I will give thee the heathen for thy inheritance. Psalms 2. So arise, O Most High, and judge the earth. Okay. For thou shalt inherit all the nations. That's why it says in the first verse, the Most High stand in the congregation of the mighty, and he judged amongst the gods. Because he said the judgment will start at the house of the Most High first, right? So he start judging Jacob. because we're the gods, if you will. You know, so Psalm 73 in verse 20, but the wicked shall perish, and the enemies of the Lord shall be as fat lambs. They shall consume and to smoke, and they shall consume away. It says, the wicked borroweth and payeth not again, but the righteous showeth mercy and giveth. Okay, for such as be blessed of him shall inherit the earth, and they that be cursed to him shall be cut off. Esau's cursed, man. So yeah, we're cursed under the for a time being, but it says Deuteronomy 37, all the curses that befell thee shall befall thy enemies. Okay, so all the curses that befell enemies, namely the so-called white man, the devil, namely the serpent, the cancer. All right. Shout out to you, brother. Like I said, y'all must share, brother. So for such as be blessed to him shall inherit the earth, and they that be cursed to him shall be cut off. All right. 2/3 of people are cursed because they gonna take the C-hip, which is the 666. They're gonna be like their daddy, the devil, in physical form. Not they're spiritually like this devil of their father, the devil, but they're gonna be perpetual slaves to this man. You know, when they take that oath, because the law tells you that that if you have a Hebrew servant or a servant, for that matter, any servant, you could bore a hole through his ear and be a perpetual slave. You know, because after 7 years, you're supposed to let go of the Hebrew slave. You know, when he served you, right? After a certain period, you know. So now the steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his way. 23. I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob. I'll destroy the sinful kingdom from off the face of the earth, saving, and I will not what? Utterly destroy the house of Jacob. You know, so though he fall, he shall not be cast down. For the Lord upholdeth him with his hand, his right hand, his son. I have been young and I am old, yet I have not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. His seed shall inherit the earth. I told you in Psalms 25 and 14. It says, he is ever merciful and lendeth, and his seed is blessed. Depart from evil and do good and dwell forevermore. For the Lord loveth judgment and forsaketh not his saints. They are preserved forever, but the seed of the wicked shall be cut off. The seed of the wicked shall be cut off. So-called white man and his offspring. I tell you in Isaiah 14, all right, in 21 on down, prepare slaughter for his children. All right, they rise not up and fill the face of the world with cities. Okay, he shall not be left root nor branch, but offspring, nephew. You know, so it said, for the Lord loveth judgment and forsaken not his saints. They that are preserved of him are forever, but the seed of the wicked shall be cut off. The righteous shall inherit the land and dwell therein forever. The mouth of the righteous speaketh wisdom, and his tongue talketh of judgment. The mouth of the righteous speaketh wisdom, and his tongue talketh of judgment, not of partiality, not of hypocrisy, not of an unjust balance. The tongue of the righteous talketh of judgment. The Lord said, we're a nation of kings and priests. What do? They judge. Starting with the priests of the Lord, which stand controversial judgment. I tell you in Ezekiel 44, 24, 25 on down, man. You know. So the mouth of the righteous speaketh wisdom, and his tongue shall speak of judgment, or talk of judgment. The law of the Most High is in his heart, none of his steps shall slide. The Lord will not leave him in his hand, nor condemn him when he is judged. Wait on the Lord and keep his way, and he shall exalt thee to inherit the land. When the wicked are cut off, thou shalt see it. When the white man dies and be destroyed, you shall see it. It says Revelation 15, man. Revelation 15 and 1, it says, and I saw another sign in the heavens, great and marvelous, 7 angels, having the 7 last plagues. For in them is filled up the wrath of the Most High Yahweh outside. And I saw, as it were, a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten the victory over the beast, over his image, over his mark, and over the number of his name standing on the sea of glass having harps of the Most High. And they sung the song Moses, the servant of God, the son of the Lamb, and saying, great marvelous are thy works, Lord God Almighty. Just and true are thy way, O King of saints. All right, see, outside is where a sea mingled with glass of fire. That's us beholding victory. When the wicked are cut off, thou shalt see it. That's the devil being cut off. We're going to see these devils, and we're going to wash our feet. Scripture says Psalms 58. Wash our feet in the blood of the wicked, man. Psalms 58. Because that's the land being cleansed of the blood of him that shed it. Ezekiel 35. No, not Ezekiel. Numbers 35, 33. Okay. That's when these devils, their blood is shed. That's the land being cleansed. That's the judgment. That's the balance of the scales. All right. On the earth. Okay. Psalms 58 and 10. The righteous shall see it, shall rejoice when he see it. It's like the vengeance. He shall wash his feet in the blood of the wicked, so that a man shall say, verily there is a reward for the righteous. Verily he is a God that judges in the earth, man. Verily he is a power that judges on the earth, because it tells you, when I see this violent oppression, perverting a judgment, marvel not in the province, Ecclesiastes. Because so the people think that set against an evil work is not executed speedily, man. But see, the Lord in his time, he's going to bring that judgment. In his time. So, all this injustice on the earth and all this, okay, well, the Lord is beholding all things. His eyes are beholding the good and the evil. It says 10,000 times brighter than the sun, Sirach 23:19. So Ecclesiastes 8 and the 8th verse. There is no man that have power over the spirit to retain the spirit, neither have power in the day of his death. And there is no discharge in that war. Okay, it says, neither shall wickedness deliver those that are given to it. All this have I seen and applied my heart unto every work that is done under the sun. There is a time wherein one man ruleth over another to his own hurt. We're living in a time where these crackers are ruling over you to your own hurt. There's a time where one man ruleth over another to his own hurt. So I saw the wicked buried, who had come and gone from the place of the holy. They were forgotten in the city where they had done. This is also vanity, right? Because these devils are going to be forgotten in the city where they were done, when they was ruling. All this I have seen. 11 verse. Because sentence against evil works, Ecclesiastes 8 and 11, is not executed speedily. Therefore, the hearts of the son of men is fully setting them to do evil. Though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet I know that it shall be well with them that fear the Most High, which fear before him, and it shall not be well with the wicked. Neither shall he prolong his days, which are as a shadow, because he feared not before the Most High by Shem Shai. All right. There is a vanity which is done upon the earth, that there be just men who it happened according to the work of the wicked. Again, there be wicked men to whom it happened according to the work of the righteous. Lest I say, yes, I said this is also vanity. Did I commended mirth because a man have no better thing under the sun than to eat and drink, to be merry, for that shall abide with him of his labors all the days of his life, which the Most High given him under the sun. Okay, so here it is. This devil gonna eat, drink, and while he's drinking and eating and filling his belly, Job 20, it shall be taken from him. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. So marvel not when I see his violent perverting of judgment in the province, because he that's higher than they is regarding it, man. All right. And the Lord is going to put hands on these devils. He gonna touch these perverts, man. All right. As they put their hands on the woman of the Lord and the earth, for that matter, man. Man rule over man. What does it say? And the Christian will take this as, oh well, everybody, all men are wicked, which is true. Because the whole wickedness used to tell us that, they used to say, hey man, the heavenly kingdom got to come because man is ruling each other to their own detriment. But see, They don't understand that the Lord's gonna raise up the perfect man, the Israelite man of the elect. Ain't gonna change them into a God. Ain't gonna rule on the earth as he is. 1 John 3:2, man. You know what I mean? So Ecclesiastes 5:8. All right, that was in the 8th chapter. But now I go 5:8. 5:8 it says, if thou seest the oppression of the poor and violent perverting of judgment and justice in the province, marvel not at the matter, for he that's higher than the highest regardeth, and there be higher than they. So he's watching, and he's gonna reward those that he have it in his secrets. And he has given his secrets to. Wait on the Lord. Psalms 37:34. Back in Psalms 37 and 34. Keep his way, and he shall exalt thee to inherit the land. When the wicked are cut off, thou shalt see it. I have seen the wicked in great power, and spreading himself like the green bay tree. Yet he is passed away, and lo, he was not. Yeah, I saw him, but he could not be found. I looked for this devil, and he wasn't nowhere to be found. Mark the perfect man, behold him upright, for the end of that man is peace. But the transgressor shall be destroyed together. That's you Edomites, all right, you 2/3 niggas. The end of the wicked shall be cut off, but the salvation of the righteous of the Lord. He is their strength in the time of trouble. And the Lord shall help them and deliver them. He shall deliver them from the wicked and save them because they trust in him. Because they know his secrets. How you trust in a man when you know his secrets? Man, I know this guy. I know this man. I know he's a good. I know he ain't gonna do this. I know he ain't gonna do that. When you come to know a man, you come to actually trust him because you know his secrets. You have built a rapport. See, the Lord built a rapport with us, or we built a rapport with him, vice versa. Because we have a relationship with the Lord, man. He called you friends. He said, John 15, man, I called you friends. So that's a relationship, man. See, some of you niggas, you don't have a relationship with the Lord. Most of you, so you don't trust in him, man. You see? So it says Isaiah 49 and the first verse, thus said the Lord, the Holy One, the Redeemer of Israel, his Holy One, to him whom man despiseth, to him whom the nation abhorreth, to a servant of rulers. Kings shall see and arise, princes also shall worship. Because of the Lord that is faithful, the Holy One of Israel, he shall choose thee. Thus said the Lord, in an acceptable time have I heard thee, and in a day of salvation I have helped thee. I will preserve thee, and I will give thee for a covenant of the people, to establish the earth, to cause thou to inherit the desolate heritages, that thou mayest say to the prisoners, go forth, and to them that are in darkness show yourselves. They shall feed in the way, and their pasture shall be in all high places. They shall not hunger nor thirst, neither shall the heat nor sun smite them. For he that had mercy on them shall lead them, even by the springs of water shall he guide them. And I will make all my mountains away, and my highway shall be exalted. Behold, these come from far, lo, from the north, from the west, and these from the land of Shinar. Yeah, well, why does it say come from the north? Because we're in the land of the north. All right, we're in the land of the north, and we're in the west. We're in America, man. In the west, which Europe is considered the west too, and South America and all that. But the main place of deliverance is the land of the north. All right, where all the tribes are at. Okay, so it says, behold, these come from afar, and lo, these from the north and from the west, and these are from the land of Shinar. Or Sinim. Sing, O heaven, be joyful, O earth, and break forth into singing, O mountain, for the Most High have comforted his people and will have mercy upon his afflicted. But Zion said, the Lord hath forsaken me, and my Lord hath forgotten me. Can a woman forget her suckling child, that she should not have compassion on the son of her womb? Yeah, they may forget, yet will I not forget thee. Behold, I have graven thee upon the palms of my hands. Thy walls are continually before me. Thy children shall make haste, thy destroyers, and they that made thee waste shall go forth of thee. Lift up thy eyes round about thee, and behold, all these gather themselves together and come to thee. As I live, saith the Lord, thou shalt surely clothe thou shalt surely clothe thee with them all as with an ornament, and bind them as a bride doeth. For thy waste and thy desolate place and the land of thy destruction shall even now be too narrow by reason of the inhabitants, and they that swallow thee up shall be far away. Yeah, all these nations gonna be far away under our feet. They're gonna be we're gonna be so high up, as gods, they can't touch you. They be far away. The children which thou shalt have after thou hast lost the others shall say again in thy ears, the place is too straight for me. Give me to where that I may dwell. Yeah, that means we're gonna have too many children. Okay, the place is too narrow for me, so we're gonna have to move to other parts of the earth, not just the land of Israel, but also other country, other planets, man. It says John 14:2. All right, it says, "In my Father's house many mansions. If it were not so, I would have not have told this. I would not have told you this. You know, because we're gonna go into the galaxy, man, which the Esau says is 100,000 light years across. That's the Milky Way in of itself. Then you got the Andromeda, 2.5 million light years away, which that's what the white man called it. We're gonna rename everything. It ain't gonna be no fucking Jupiter no more. Ain't gonna be no Africa and these different names of these places. You know, ain't gonna be no fucking Neptune. Ain't gonna be no. We're gonna name it after ourselves. We name the land after ourselves. You know, these different star constellations and shit. He's naming these different planets. You know, different names, number, designations. You know, see, this is what we're gonna do, man. We're gonna go out and we're gonna leave this place as the angels can leave this place. The angels can leave this place. The script say that Zechariah 12, the house of David shall be his God. So we're gonna leave this place eventually. We don't know how long, but eventually we will leave this place. Eventually we'll go different places, man. We'll be able to get in our spaceship and go different places, which Esau can't do, because the Lord appointed his bounds he can't pass. I have appointed his bounds that he can't pass. Esau can't get out of this earth because he's nothing but a mortal man. All right, but we're gonna be immortals, eternals. Esau is nothing but a mortal creature, a mere mortal. You know, Job 14 and verse 5, seeing his days are determined, the numbers of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. So there's bounds that this devil can't pass. The Van Allen belt, you know, the upper atmosphere, you know, he can't get out of the earth, man. In these meat suits, he can send a probe that's in inanimate object. You know, he can send a unmanned drone or something. You know, a satellite up there. You know, that's not alive, but flesh and blood can't leave this place. A man can't leave this place. You know, because your body was made to be under the atmospheric pressure of the earth. It was made to breathe oxygen. It wasn't. It was made to be on the ground. Your body wasn't meant to be in space or underwater under the pressure of the earth. You know, or in outer space. These bodies right here were made only for terrestrial activities, man. All right, not celestial activity. That's why it says in 2 Corinthians, the 5th chapter. All right, 2 Corinthians, the 5th chapter, and the first verse. For we know that if our earthly house is of this tabernacle were dissolved, we have a building of the Most High, a house made not with hands, eternal in the heavens. For in this we groan earnestly, desiring to be clothed with our house which is from heaven. Yeah, these bodies are only meant for terrestrial use. So we desire earnestly to be clothed with our house which is from heaven. If so be that we being clothed, we shall not be found naked. For we that are in this tabernacle do groan, being burdened, not that for we would be unclothed, but clothed upon that mortality may be swallowed up of death of life. Okay, mortality might be swallowed up of life. See, when we get changed, mortality is going to be swallowed up of life. I tell you in 1 Corinthians, the 15th chapter. Now he that hath wrought us for the safe sale thing is the Most High, who also have given us the earnest of the Spirit. All right. That's why it says 1 Corinthians 15:23, every man in his order, they are Yahweh's first, the first fruits. They are Yahweh's first. All right. They're going to do what? Conquer death. I tell you in Romans 8 and 37 on down. Actually start up at the 34th verse. You know, but it says the 6th verse, 2 Corinthians 5 and 6. Therefore, we are always confident, knowing that whilst we are at home in the body, we are absent from the Lord. For we walk by faith and not by sight. We are confident, I say, and willing rather to be absent from the body and to be present with the Lord. Absent from the body, yet present with the Lord. All right, absent from these bodies, because these bodies are going to perish eventually. We're going to shed this old and put on the new. And that's part of the secrets. And that's how we're going to inherit the earth. We can't inherit the earth in these lowly conditioned bodies that are going to die in a matter of years. So we're going to live forever ruling on the earth as gods, man. 1 Samuel 2 and verse 7. The Lord make it poor and make it rich. He bring it low and lift it up. He brought us low, captivity, everlasting change of darkness, stinking, baldness, poverty, blindness, astonishment of heart. A verse. He raised up the poor and out the dust and lifted up the beggar from the dunghill, to set them among princes and to make them inherit the throne of glory. For the pillars of the earth are the Lord, and he have set the world upon him. 2 Ezra 6 and 9. Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. He will keep the feet of his saints, and the wicked shall be silent in darkness. For by strength no man shall prevail. So the so-called white man got his strength. And scripture tells you, Jeremiah 17 and 5, curse the man that trusts a man make flesh his arm. So the white man believe in himself. You niggas believe in him. And you believe in carnality and the gun and the sword and picking up weapons and shit. You believe in stockpiling resources called prepping. So it says, the adversaries of the Lord shall be broken to pieces. That's you dudes that preppers, man. Your adversaries of the Lord, you have no faith. You prepping up to 20 years down the road. You could catch a heart attack. The Lord send your ass a heart attack. You just drop dead. That's how cold-blooded the Lord is, man. So you prepping for nothing. Scripture say, according to his substance shall the restitution be in Job 20. Because Esau is the ultimate prepper, man. He's up there, but he's gonna give restitution according to his substance. So all the substance he got, he's storing up. He's gonna be given to us anyways. So you see that in that movie, Leave the World Behind. At the end, they found all that food at the bottom of the basement. They found all that food. It was just being stored up for them. The Lord put the spirit on that family to store up all that food, and it was given to that Idris Elba in there, man. So Job 20 and 18, it says, to that which he labored for shall he restore, and he will not swallow it down. The preppers and all these people that labor in, their aspirations, building up farms and this and that, and gathering riches heaping up riches for the last days. It said it shall not swallow it down. According to its substance shall the restitution be. He shall not rejoice in therein. All right. You have heaped up riches for the last days, as it says here. James 5 and 3. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rest of them shall be a witness against you. All right. When you see these rich people, all these motherfuckers sitting up in the high seats, all that money and all them riches are going to be a witness against them. All right. And shall eat your flesh as it were fire. You have heaped up treasures together for the last days. All right. So these people have heaped up treasures together for the last days. Also, we could come and spoil them, just like we spoiled the Egyptians and left out of Egypt in style. We're gonna leave out of America in greater style, man. We're gonna leave out of the land of our captivities in greater style in a spaceship, man. In the fathership that's written of in 2 Ezra 13. We're gonna be gathered by the different ships and beamed up into the ultimate ship, man. All right, because that's the headquarters, man, if you will. So the adversaries of the Lord, 1 Samuel 2 and 10, shall be broken to pieces. Out of heaven shall he thunder upon them with the missiles, all right, and with the chariots that enter into the house of the thieves. Zechariah 5. The Lord shall judge the ends of the earth, and he shall give strength unto his king and exalt the horn of his anointed, man. All right. The 8th verse says, and he raised up the poor out of the dust, lift up the beggar from the dunghill, to set them among princes, and to make them inherit the throne of glory. For the pillar of the earth are the Lord's, and he have set the world upon him. All right, so he's going to cause us to inherit the throne of glory, man, and keep the feet of his saints, and the wicked shall be silent in darkness, man. All right, so with that, I leave it there. Psalms 25 and 14 again, man. It says, It says the secret of the Lord is with them that fear him, and he will show them his covenant. All right. For his soul shall dwell at ease, and his seed shall inherit the earth, man. So again, we're prepared to inherit the earth. That's what the Lord's getting us ready for, man. You know. So with that, Shalom, Labaquayim, Shah Yesharala, Wa Ababa Ball. Shalom.